Hello and welcome to day 10 of our Lenten Paeans. We continue on in the Gospel of Matthew, looking at a passage which brings back memories for me. So if we read Matthew 6 verses 1 through 4. Be careful not to practice your righteousness in front of others to be seen by them. If you do, you will have no reward from your Father in heaven. So when you give to the needy, do not announce it with trumpets as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and on the streets, to be honored by others. Truly I tell you, they have received their reward in full. But when you give to the needy, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing, so that your giving may be in secret. Then your Father, who sees what is done in secret, will reward you. Today we have Rev Greg back again. And as I said, this passage reminds me of something which happened to me. Good friend of mine, Daniel, we were going into town, I can't remember, probably just to get out of home and go into town as you do. And we was going into Ipswich, and we parked. What's that car park in the south? Anyway, multi-storey car park, parked in there and walked down and walked through the alleyways up to, and he said, let's just pop into Greg's, funnily enough.
Good place, not mine.
And he bought us a sandwich, and I thought, oh, okay, I'll get something as well. And we paid for it, and he then said, we just got to go somewhere. And he walked back the way we had come, and I thought, what's going on here? Has he forgotten something in the car? And he stopped by an elderly man sitting on the street, and he offered him the sandwich and his drink. And the guy accepted, and we went on our way. And that struck me deeply, because he did it totally secretly without announcing anything, and he just did it. And yeah, that changed me in my ways. It's affected me a lot. So, that's something positive. What strikes you most about these verses?
I think it's interesting we talk about this not boasting when you've done something to help others.
Yeah.
And the other evening we were talking about social media and how sort of we're a culture now where we announce everything we do.
Yes.
We go out for dinner, we take a photo, we put it on Facebook so people can see what we've eaten, a whole host of things.
Yeah.
And I think it's then tricky. People get, into a situation like you described, and would people be inclined to want to share what they've done so that other people know?
Yeah.
Which obviously didn't happen in that situation, which was really lovely.
Yes.
There's that temptation, I think. As we're in Lent, we talk about temptations. There's that temptation to want to share it and broadcast it, and so that is a really positive story. I just want to know what that reward will be in heaven.
Yeah. As you're saying, social media has got a lot to answer for, because the number of times these so-called viral videos pop up where someone gives something to someone and they make sure the whole world knows about it. Why? Sometimes the person receiving may not want the world to know. And there you are broadcasting it without much thought. So we've got to think about what we say. We've got to think about what we do. All these sort of things, a period like Lent should be us focusing on the right way of doing things. I've just said a few times now. And I hope that this does encourage you to do something different. You don't have to tell people about it, just do it, and God's going to know. And that's the good part.
And it fits nicely with Lent, doesn't it? That time where we're reflecting on ourselves. And I did an assembly at Ike School this morning, and we were talking about Lent being this time where we grow personally and spiritually. And so I took a daffodil bulb in, and I said, this is us at the start of Lent. We're just sort of there, we're ready to go. And then I took a daffodil in, and we talked about at the end of Lent. Hopefully, this is what we're like at the end of Lent. We have personally flourished.
Yes.
Not for show, but for anybody else, but for our own development, sort of spiritually and personally. And so that sort of makes me think of that really, that verse, and whatever we're doing, we should be doing it for ourselves and for God.
Yes.
And following in Jesus' footsteps, just as he taught us, love one another as I have loved you. Whatever you do it out of love, not because you want the pat on the back for it at the end.
Yes, as it says, otherwise you have got your just reward already. Whereas if we're doing it out of love, that's all building up, and we get something special in heaven.
Yeah.
Something to look forward to.
Definitely.
Thank you, Greg, and
Pleasure.
I'm sure we'll have another chat later.
I'm sure we will. I'll be ready and waiting.
Thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you on the next one. God bless.
God bless.
We hope and pray these sessions will give you something positive to see and look forward to, something you may wish to share with others. Please do. You can see this series unfold on our YouTube channel at St. Felix, Rendlesham, and by visiting our church website, rendleshamchurch.org. Should you wish to contact us, please do so by email on info@rendleshamchurch.org. God bless, and we'll see you in the next video.